Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Wayne Small Engine Repair. Today we're going to be working on the Road King again. We're going to get this clutch adjusted up, and then after that's all done, we'll take it for a ride and just make sure it feels okay. And it should be good to send back to the customer. So let me get you turned around and I'll show you what we're going to do. Alright, so we're going to start. I've already gone ahead and done this off camera, but I will show you. Right up here is our clutch cable. I've gone ahead and I've pulled the boot up and off from the adjusters. I've loosened up the pack nut, and then I've gone ahead and adjusted this in so that way there is slack in the clutch cable, and I'll walk around and show you that. Okay. So right up here at the handle, you can see that's a slop there. That's what we want for right now. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come down here. I need to get you set up on the other tripod. Let me grab the shorter one. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I got you set back up here down by me. So what we're going to do is I've got the bike propped up on a small brick and a little aluminum plate to get it, you know, not as far leaning over, but it's not quite all the way centered either. There should only be about a quart of oil in the primary case here, so we're going to pull the derby cover off. And if we do get a lot of oil leakage, then I'll stop and we'll go grab the boy and he can hold it upright for us. Even if we dribble a little bit, though, I think it'll be okay. But this is where we got to get into to do our clutch adjustment. So we got a T25 for these bolts here, and I've got a blue towel down here, and I've got a little homemade drip pan. So if anything does dribble out from this being leaned over, leaned over just a little bit, it should be okay. So let's go after this. Okay, we're going to break these free by hand first. Just like that. Nice and slow and easy. You don't want to strip of Torx. It's the worst thing when you break or strip of Torx. Especially on the derby color, these things are known for leaking if they're not done right. Okay. I like to go bottom from top on these, that way the top screw holds it on for me until the end. Okay, now our bolts are out and we can take our derby cover off. And there we go. And we are getting a little bit of leaking, but that's alright. Well, I guess it's a pretty good leak. That's okay. It's giving that primary a little bit of a fluid flush. It don't look bad. It's nice. It's cold today. This back on, and then go get the boy and have him tip this up so we don't lose any more oil out of here. I hope that doesn't mean that the clutch is bad on it. Now, I like this derby cover. It's an O-ring instead of the gasket style. That's much better. See, that already sealed it up better. Okay, very good. Alright, I'm going to shut you down. I'm going to go get me a hand, and I'll be right back. Guys, we're back. I got the boy here to help me hold up the bike so the oil's not running out. I don't have a bike stand or a lift yet. That'll be one thing that might come someday. It'll be real handy on me and my knees and situations like this where you need the bike level. So we're going to pop this back off. There we go. Now then, so we have an 11/16 nut, I believe. Yep. And then we have our 7/32 Allen in the center. So what we got to do is we're going to get this on here. And then we're going to hold this with that. And then we're going to loosen this up. I'm going to go from here. Maybe. They've got it so tight. I might have to put it in gear. This nut is not supposed to be adjusted this far, and it's not supposed to be this tight, guys. Just so you know that. Come on. You're not supposed to be moving like that. Okay. Here we go. Come on. Holy. Whoa, guys. Whoa, not supposed to be this tight. Oh boy. Oh my God. Oh, okay. All right, let me shut the camera off, see if I can get that loose, and we'll come back. All right, guys, I got it loose. It actually turns out it's maybe wherever the clutch is at in its life on this bike, that is pretty close to where it needs to be for adjustment. So I'll show you how we're supposed to do this. So this inner part moves just kind of like a valve adjustment. This inner part moves, and then this is our pack nut. So what we want to do is you can feel it's a very light touch, but we're going to run this in until it touches, which is like there. You can actually feel it hit and bottom out. So we're going to run it till it touches. And then we just need to use a reference point to take it out about a half to 3/4 of a turn. So I've got my 7/32 right here. I'm basically just going to put my fingers on this side of the socket and work this like that, and that's going to be a half a turn. And then I'll go just a touch more. So I'm going to hook back onto that so I can keep it still. And then we'll tighten our nut back up. And if you look in the manual, it does not have to be as tight as what that one was. So about there. And then it's one of those, you've heard me say it a million times, tight's tight, too tight's busted kind of situations. So I've got this to keep it still where we were, and now I just want to tighten up the pack nut. There we go. And that's all you need. Okay, now we can throw the derby cover back on. Maybe, you know, if I can get a screw in. Kind of finicky. There we go. Once you get one lined up, they kind of all find themselves after that. Yep. Okay, I'm tighten. I'm not going to snug these down with this tool. I will do it with a hand tool. Alright, so I'm going to get it back over. And you are good, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there we go. Got that adjusted. That actually wasn't as bad. You know, it looked like that post was sticking out really, really far, but it wasn't too far off where it should be. So I think a lot of the misadjustment was in the cable. That adjustment was pulled out pretty darn far. So let me go grab my ratchet to tighten these up by hand. So I'm going to go like a wheel in a star pattern and snug them down like this. And then I'm going to go back and give them the torque down. Once again, tight's tight, too tight's busted. This is just sealing oil. This isn't holding the bike together. There we go. Okay. Now we'll take the clean part of this rag and we'll give that cover a little wipe down. Anything smudges we got on it. I'll also wipe it down with a better rag before she comes to get it. So for now, that's good enough. Alright, now I'll take you back over to the other side here and show you how we set up that cable, how we set the tension on it. So, here we go. So this is our cable adjustment. So now what we want to do is we want to go out. So I'm going to go out like this, 1/2 inch, just like this. And what that's doing is taking the slack that I put in the cable on purpose to adjust the clutch back out. And we are going to keep a little bit of slack up at the handle, just not as much as we added. So for now, I'm going to check that. And we're going to get up. I don't have double cameras to set up, guys. And we're going to come back up here. And we're gonna check our free play here. That's still a little bit too much. Yep, we want just a little bit less than that. So we're gonna go back down here and do a few more cranks, come back up and check it again. Okay, we're gonna go check that. This is how you gotta do it, guys. Patience and little tiny adjustments at a time until you get it just right. If that's still a little bit sloppy for my liking, although it feels pretty good on the handle now. It feels like it's pulling in that clutch good. And there's this thingy on there that, to be honest with you guys, I don't even know what it does. Does it just change the angle of the... Oh, okay, I see what it does. For the angle for a rider. Okay. Well, we're gonna do a few more little cranks here. And that's pretty good, but that's gonna be a little rattly. So, a little bit more. A couple more cranks. Okay. Let's go check that out. I would say that's about what we want. I know it seems sloppy, guys, but that's the point. Like, you need to have free play in your clutch. Your clutch can warm up and cool down, and it's going to change its traction on the engine depending on that. There we go. That's pretty good. So now I'm gonna hope. You know, the whole reason I thought there was an issue with the clutch when I rode it is I could kind of feel it engaged really quick, and I noticed that when I had the bike even in neutral and I started it, it lurched. So that kind of told me that maybe the clutch adjustment, whether it had been the cable or the derby cover adjustment, which I don't think it was that seemed like it was okay, just that nut was like tight. I don't think that's ever been messed with, so that was just Harley Davidson just cranking that stuff down. Okay, so we're gonna come back over here. Okay, and now we're going to tighten up the pack nut. And the way we do that is we actually run it up to this one, because this guy threads into this guy. If we tighten this nut up against this, it'll make this whole thing not be able to move. So that's how we got to do that. Okay, run this up here. Get our 1/2 inch on, get our other 1/2 inch on, and then tighten them together. I'm gonna get in the way of you for a second, I'm sorry. Just like that. There we go. Now we can bring our boot back down. And there we go. Now we're gonna jump back up here and kind of feel this for ourselves. I wanna be able to come over here and grab it. Pull it in, see how it feels. It feels good. And you could always do this little handle thing too and adjust the sensitivity out like that. That takes the handle out further. And I mean, that feels pretty good. Okay, well, we'll hope that rides better. I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit more today. It is nice. The sun is out, but it's a little windy and it's a little chilly right now. So maybe here in a couple hours, once the temps are up a little bit, we will go take this down the road, see how it does, and hopefully it's all better and we can send her on home. So until the test ride, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. All right, guys, we're here with the Road King. I've gone ahead also, wanted to show you guys off camera, and I fine-tuned that clutch cable adjustment up at the handle down here in the bar on the frame adjustment. So we have just a little bit of slack, but we have all the engagement. So with that, I'm gonna hop on. We're gonna let this thing warm up for a couple seconds here, let the oil get up to a better temp, and then we'll go take it around the corner here. We're gonna do like a block ride this time. It'll be like a couple mile ride, and see how it does. We'll kind of wear these brake pads in for her and see how this clutch feels now that we got it all adjusted up. And sorry guys, but you guys got windshield view this time, and hopefully it's not too bad on the noise. I do have the wind filter on the camera. It is a little windy today though, so let's see how this goes. Got 3/4 of a tank, so our little couple mile ride up Ingersoll and then down Puffer and then to London back up here to 66 won't use a bit of gas, so, and it'll be a good little break in for the brake pads. How she does. Clutch didn't go nowhere, so that seems good. Oh yeah, that feels way better. It was way more sensitive last time, like aggressively sensitive. Just like an on-off switch instead of being progressive. Touchy, honestly, but brakes feel good. They're right up to the top. Okay. All right, let's go. is right by the spot where I do RC runs for you guys that watch that. All right, off we go. Shocks. It did good. Alright, we're going to park this over here so she don't have to back it up at all. There's neutral. Alright guys, are you ready for this? This is the test of a true biker. Can you do the flick? Yeah! Alright guys, well, that was fun. I can call the customer, tell her she can come get it, and had a blast working on it. Thanks for watching guys.